After the release of the A7R5, Sony is making new waves in the mirrorless market. 2022 is about to end and we're getting confirmations on many A-series cameras that are going to arrive next year. Today, we're going to discuss the upcoming Sony mirrorless cameras and try to understand Sony's roadmap for next year. According to the latest rumors, Sony A9 II and A7C are going to have successors in Alpha's lineup. The Sony A9 III will keep the same 24-megapixel sensor as the A9 II. This sensor will be able to shoot 4K at 60 FPS uncropped. If you're a fan of more resolutions, this may upset you. Earlier, we saw Sony A7R5 also featured a similar sensor to the A7R4, so this feels more like a conscious decision by Sony. But they will compensate for it with the latest AI autofocus system. It'll have a 693-point face detection AF system and an AI-based real-time tracking autofocus system. Beyond's XR processor will support this new AI system to work flawlessly. EVF is also getting an upgrade. 9.44 million dots with a 120 FPS refresh rate will make the shooting experience even crispier. 5-axis image stabilization with 8 stops will also provide stability for handheld and gimbal shoots. Sony A9 II did not have a major upgrade over the original A9, and A9 III does not feel like a major one either. On the other hand, the Sony A7C Mark II is getting a massive overhaul in every department. It will feature a new 33-megapixel full-frame Exmor CMOS sensor. It'll be able to shoot 4K at 60 FPS in 10-bit with S-Cinetone mode. Beyond's XR processing unit along with the AI processor will provide you with 759 points fast hybrid autofocus. This autofocus system can track real-time human eyes, birds and cars as we saw in the A7R5. 5-axis image stabilization will ensure steady shots whenever you're ready to shoot. Many other important features like focus breathing compensation, 4K 15p UVC/UAC streaming via USB Type-C, and 1.3 million dots vari-angle touchscreen LCD are going to make the A7C Mark II a more appealing camera than other Alpha cameras. The Sony A9 III is expected to be the next installment in Sony's speedy full-frame mirrorless camera series. It was scheduled to arrive in Q3 of 2021, but plans were delayed due to chip shortages at that time. The original A9 was a pioneer for stacked full-frame sensors, and its successor, the Sony A9 II, offered some minor upgrades. So, we're expecting Sony will take its glory back with new innovations. At the $4,500 price point, A9 III specs aren't really exciting, whereas A7C Mark II looks very promising. It's getting a new sensor, a new autofocus system, and an overall refreshed body. We think Sony needs to rethink its upcoming products. After A7R5's success, it's easy to cash in with minor upgraded cameras. Sony A7000 camera is also coming next year, and we talked about the specs in a previous video. It kind of feels like Sony A7000 is the camera that Sony is putting more effort into rather than the A9 series. But if they want to dominate the mirrorless camera market, they have to do more than that. Canon is currently dominating the mirrorless market share globally. Only brand presence cannot make Sony the number one, so hopefully Sony will listen to its audience and make every product unique, which will be remembered for years to come. Don't just release successes, rather bring effective upgrades and innovations. That's all we ask. So, these were all the new rumors that we thought we might share with you. Among all the upcoming Alpha cameras, the Sony A7000 and A7C Mark II are the cameras we'll put our money on. Which cameras are you looking forward to? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section down below.